is up, guys? It's LogicLookss, and today, boys, we got another episode of the top snipes of the week, man. This week's episode is absolutely jam-packed. We got some crazy snipes, we got some invincible snipes, we got some crazy snipes that actually just came out this week. We got a lot of things to go over, so we're gonna get into the snipes, bro. We're gonna get into the video. Let's showcase some of the community's best snipes, man. Let's get into it. Alright, boys, so we're gonna get into all the snipes and all of the great things that you guys ended up getting this past week. But before we do, man, I gotta mention two things. If you have a snipe that you want to send in for yourself, all you gotta do is go ahead and DM me on Twitter and Instagram. They will be on the screen right now, and they are also in the description down below. So go ahead, DM me your best snipe of the week. DM me whatever snipe you think could get into the videos. Whatever you want to send me, bro, go ahead and send it to me over on Twitter or on Instagram. And of course, I do tweet out every Sunday morning asking you guys for snipes. So if you want to send it in, the best way is to do it that way. But it's 100% up to you guys what way you send in the snipes. If you have something crazy that deserves to be in the videos, bro, send it in and I got you guys. And secondly, over 50% of you guys are still not subscribed to the channel. So if you're new, you enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button. It is absolutely free and it can be undone at any time. But we're gonna get into these snipes, man. I'm excited. Let's hop into some action. Let's hop into some snipes, man. Let's go. Alright, boys, we're gonna get into all the snipes for this week, man, that you guys ended up getting. Now, obviously, as you guys know, this past week has been absolutely jam-packed with content. 2K has actually been doing a pretty good job of, dropping cards on time and dropping a lot of cards as that is as well. So, honestly, we did get a lot of crazy things this weekend. We obviously got these brand new out of position packs. We got Idols 3 with, obviously, Dark Matter Kawhi. And speaking of Kawhi, we got some Kawhi snipes in this video, so stay tuned. But we got a lot of crazy content this week, bro, which means all your guys' snipes just get crazier and crazier each and every single week. And we are going to start it off with an absolute banger right here. My boy Amit, I hope I said that right. My bad if I said it wrong, bro. But he ended up getting himself one of the better cards in the game. It is an invincible card, and it was none other than, of course, JamesHarden for 100,000 MT. So I got to give you a huge congratulations for that JamesHarden snipe, bro. Congrats on that snipe. Not a bad card at all. One of the cheaper invincible cards, but still, regardless of all that, he should still be around like 500k. So the fact that you ended up getting it, bro, huge congrats to you, man. Shout out to you and keep up the good work. And then we got my boy CD2K, who actually got a brand new card that dropped just this week. And there was a lot of cards, but he ended up getting probably one of my favorite players that dropped this week, and it was none other than Kawhi Leonard. And he actually ended up getting him for 80,000 MT, which is an absolute steal, bro. That card was like $500,000 at one point. I think he's around like 450 right now. Regardless of all that, that's great profit right there that he made, probably around 400,000. Cannot go wrong with that at all, man. Congratulations to the both of you guys for starting off this episode with an absolute bang. Boys, speaking about new cards that came out this week, we got my boy Alex with a nice little Kirilenko snipe for 100,000 MT. That Kirilenko card, by the way, is an absolute monster in game. He's one of the better cards in the game at that point guard position right now, and he's very expensive. If I had to guess, he's around like 550k, 500k right now, maybe even like 450. Regardless, still a very expensive card. One of the most expensive Dark Matters in the game that's not actually an invincible card. So huge congratulations to my boy Alex on getting that card for 100k. I actually ended up getting one myself, so I mean, I was kind of hyped about that for sure. That is a great card to get right there. So shout out to Alex for getting that AK-47 for 100k. Then we got my boy GreenFire. He ended up getting himself one of the crazier snipes in today's video, bro. He ended up getting himself none other than Tracy McGrady for 100,000, and it was the invincible version, bro. So huge shout out to my boy, man, for getting that T-Max snipe right there. You cannot go wrong with that. GreenFire, congrats on the T-Max snipe, bro. Let me know how much you ended up selling that card for. I would actually love to know how much you sold it for, but congratulations to you, bro. One of the cards I've been trying to get for a while, still haven't been able to do it. Shout out to you, bro. And boys, the next snipe up is, of course, for my guy TJ, bro. TJ has been in the episodes like 10 weeks in a row now. I don't even know how long it's been. He's been in the episodes quite frequently, and he ended up getting himself another crazy snipe right here. He ended up getting himself an invincible card, and it wasn't just any invincible card. It was actually Dwayne Wade for 100,000 MT. So a nice little snipe right there for my guy TJ, bro. Wade is around like 400k. I'm not sure how much he sold it for, but regardless, still a decent amount of profit of like 300, 400, 500k depending on when he sold it. And if he got this the day it came out, he probably made even more MT on it. So huge congratulations to my guy TJ on that D-Wade snipe. Cannot go wrong with that at all. And then, of course, the next snipe right here is from my guy Josh. Now, Josh ended up getting one card that I've really been wanting to try out lately, and it is a point guard, and it is, of course, none other than Giannis, and he ended up getting him for 60,000 MT. That is absolutely wild right there, bro. I'll pop up the screenshot on the screen. You guys will see it. Shout out to him, as always, bro. He has been one of the better snipers this year in general that I've seen, so huge shout outs to him on, his great little Giannis snipe right there. Cannot go wrong with that at all. 60k MT for a card that's probably going for like 600, 700k MT. Beautiful profit. Boys, the next snipe comes in from my boy Shaq. Now, Shaq has also been in the episodes quite a lot, and he ended up getting himself none other than Tracy McGrady for 100,000 MT. That right there is a huge, huge W of a snipe. That is a card, like I said, I've been trying to get, and Shaq did end up mentioning he actually kept the card because he was actually a really good card, and I don't blame him, bro. That T-Mac card is probably one of the better cards in the game. Definitely looking forward to when I could get my hands on that card. And I gotta also give a huge shout out to Robert and Saeem. I believe I said that right. My bad if I didn't. But both of those guys also got T-Mac snipes. So congratulations to both of them. They know who they are, bro. I just couldn't put them all in the video. I didn't want to be too repetitive with the T-Mac snipes. But congratulations to everybody that got a T-Mac snipe this week, bro. There's definitely a lot of you guys. I might have to sit on that filter for a little while, you know, trying to get myself a nice little Tracy McGrady. But again, congrats to Shaq, Robert, and Saeem on their Tracy McGrady snipes. Cannot go wrong with that. One of the better cards in the game. And boys, the next snipe comes in from my guy Tanz. He ended up getting himself, again, one of the crazier cards in the game. I believe this card came out the same time T-Mac came out. He ended up getting himself, of course, none other than Kevin Durant for 100K. I have been sitting on that filter that he was on for a minute, and I honestly did not see that, you know, KD at all. He wasn't really popping up at all. And I mean, that's kind of, you know, obvious because, I mean, cards like that do not pop up often. You guys got to understand, bro. Cards, especially invincible cards, are very hard to come up on, you know, on filters. So huge congratulations to my boy Tanz on that KD snipe. Cannot go wrong with that at all. One of the better cards in the game. Tanz, let me know how much you sold it for. I'm gonna just go ahead and guess around 700 to 900,000 MT, depending on what time of the day you sold it. Regardless though, huge congrats to you, Tanz. And then of course, we got my boy Faded, and the Invincible Snipes do not stop here, bro. My boy Faded ended up getting himself, of course, the brand new Utah Jazz owner, Dwayne Wade, for 30,000 MT. Cannot go wrong with that once again, bro. A nice little snipe. 30K for any Dark Matter is an absolute come up. Even a card like Jason Williams for 30K is still a come up. But the fact that my boy ended up getting an Invincible D-Wade, I mean, that is definitely a really sweet snipe, bro. Huge congrats to you, Faded, and huge congrats to you, Tanz, on the KD and both of your Invincible snipes. And then, boys, to end off the episode, as always, bro, we gotta end it off with a little bit of a bang. And my boy Jesse ended up getting himself a nice little snap right here. He ended up getting himself, I believe this was actually on the central filter, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm not sure when this was, but he ended up getting himself, of course, none other than that point guard LeBron James Dark Matter card that we ended up getting, I think like 2 weeks ago, or maybe even 3 weeks ago now. It's been a minute, but he did end up getting that LeBron James, so huge congrats to him. That card is still upwards of 500K MT. I mean, you can't go wrong with a nice little point guard LeBron snipe. People are always going to pay for LeBron cards and pay a lot for LeBron cards, so huge congratulations to my boy Jesse on getting it for 100K. Cannot go wrong with that at all. And that pretty much concludes all of the snipes for this week's episode, boys. I'm not gonna lie, we definitely had some crazy ones in here. We probably had like 5 or 6, you know, invincible snipes alone. So congratulations to everybody who got in. If you didn't get in, you might have sent it late, you might have not sent it to me. So I mean, go ahead, just send it in next week and I got you guys. And yeah, it's pretty much gonna do it for today's video, boys. So yeah, boys, leave a like, hit that subscribe button if you enjoy the content, and yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. We got a banger tomorrow, probably a no money spent episode, so stay tuned for that. Definitely want to check that out when it drops. And yeah, it's pretty much it, boys. I will catch you guys in the next one. I love you, man. Stay safe, stay blessed. Peace.